welcome back to the kitchen. So this week we're going to be making a cucumber salad. This is another easy vegetable recipe. This time of the summer there's always a ton of cucumbers. If you grow cucumbers in your garden, you probably know that. Or you may have gotten cucumbers someone gave to you, like a neighbor or somebody. This time of year there's always a ton of cucumbers and people are trying to find ways to use them up. So this is a really easy way. We're going to be using cucumbers, some onion, which I already chopped up. You can leave the onion out if you want, it doesn't matter. And then we're also going to be using some balsamic vinegar. I brought some here from home. And a little bit of olive oil. And then you can put whatever spices on you want. I'm just going to use crushed red pepper and some regular black pepper. And usually I put a little salt on that too. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find the salt in the library's kitchen. But if I can find some salt, I'm going to put it on. A coarse salt is actually really nice, like sea salt or kosher salt or the pink Himalayan salt. Okay, so let's get started. I have my container here. And I'm going to go ahead and put my onions in. And then I'm going to start slicing up my cucumbers. Now, because these cucumbers got pretty big, as you can see, usually I mean to pick them while they're a lot smaller than this, but things happen. And I didn't pick them for a whole week, so now they're big. So when they get big, the skins also get tough. So normally for this recipe, if you're using a small cucumber, you don't need to peel it, but I am going to peel these just because I don't want it to have the tough skin in it. Alright, so I brought my little peeler. This one I like because it goes on your hand. It's just a lot easier. Although sometimes it does get stuck. Okay, you don't have to get every single little bit of skin off. That's not a big deal. It's just to stop people from getting big, tough bits of cucumber skin when they're eating it. Alright, so we're going to cut these up. Some people like to take the seeds out. I don't really think it's a big deal, so I'm going to leave the seeds in. Now with these ones that are really big, I like to cut it in quarters. They can be a bit slippery, so if I'm ever afraid that it's risky, I'll just take my hand out of the way and just press down with a knife. It's not worth slicing yourself by accident. Okay, and now the cucumber's starting to slope towards me, so I'm going to flip it around and cut on the side that's sloping away from me. And then when it gets to a really little piece, I can just flip it like a triangle, or just flip it up on its end like this. That's actually better. And just slice down directly onto it. You don't even have to have your hand there at all if it's such a small piece. here's all our lovely little cucumbers. They look so pretty. They're such a nice light green color. I'm going to stir them a little bit with the onions here. Okay, so let's put in some of our spices, starting with the crushed red pepper flakes. Ooh, okay, that's probably enough. Depends on how spicy you like it. Now, let's see if I can find some salt. Okay, I did buy salt last year, and it was never used, so perfect. And this is one of the kinds I recommended, which is sea salt. Now, if we could just figure out how to open it, we would be in good shape. Oh, here. There we go. Okay. Alright, and now we put on our balsamic vinegar. Careful because this really does stain. I'm just going to pour it, trying to get it to cover it all. Alright, and then I didn't actually measure that, but basically I'm just trying to make it so that there's a good little sea of balsamic vinegar in the bottom of whatever container you're using, because like at least an inch, I would think, depending on how thick your layer of cucumbers are, though you might need to make it deeper, because we want our cucumbers to be able to take a nice little bath and soak up this vinegar over the next few hours as we leave them sitting here in the refrigerator once we're done. Okay, and then I would say do like 2 parts vinegar to 1 part or less olive oil. So like if you used 2/3 of a cup vinegar, use 1/3 of a cup olive oil. Usually I just estimate it like this because we don't want it to be super oily. Just want it to have a little bit of something nice and fatty to give it that nice little flavor, and to mix together with the vinegar. It's really nice. They just taste really good together. You can do it with just the vinegar if you don't want to use the oil, but I just think the olive oil adds a nice little extra bit of flavor and is really good with the other ingredients. Okay, and then I'm just stirring this really carefully because I don't want to splash this vinegar everywhere. And part of the reason I'm doing this is to make sure that they all get evenly coated in the spices and also the vinegar and olive oil. Okay, so you could eat it right away like this if you wanted to. Personally, I think it's even better if you let this sit in the refrigerator for at least a few hours. This can last the whole week if you don't eat it before the week's over. It's not like it goes bad fast. The vinegar and the olive oil helps it stay good, so you can eat it all week. Actually, what I like to do is after I eat all the cucumbers, I just save the solution here at the bottom and just put more cucumbers in it. You can just reuse this solution more than once. Okay, and let's see, what else did I want to remember to tell you? We're going to put this in the refrigerator for a couple hours. Oh yeah, it's also really, really good with hummus. I like to put this in a bowl and put hummus on top. So you could give that a try if you want. Alright, I hope you had a good time today in the kitchen. And join us again next week. Bye!